Welcome back to the channel. It's Tech Nuance here, and today I'll be playing the mission The Realm Within. The Realm Within. Talk to Madam Ping. After identifying Rex Lapis's preferred scent, Zhongli sends you to Jujing Terrace to seek out an old friend of his, Madam Ping, and borrow a certain cleansing bell. Strange, Zhongli seems to be avoiding his old friend.
All things must change. Youngster, are you here to admire the flowers? But it's a shame. These glazed lilies have almost all wilted.
What happened to them?
Back in my day, people said that glazed lilies can read human hearts. If they heard beautiful sounds like
I had a grandmother that
laughter
loved
and
flowers.
singing,
Is that common?
they would also
Like
bloom
when you're
joyfully.
into your old
But
age, you tend to
If they heard too
like
much
flowers or
wild gossip
plants,
or
stuff like that.
slander,
I don't know.
they would quickly wither away.
So that means these flowers feel what's happening in Liyue?
Yes, the rumors of Rex Lapis's death are no small matter. They are everywhere.
My question is, like, how can you kill a
Some say it
god?
was a Fatui
Archon.
plot.
He's the
Others say
the
Chisun
god that
made it all
oversees
up.
that land.
And still others
It makes
think
for
that
interesting
that which
conversation.
lies in the
It really
deep is
does.
breaking free. This harbor is like a mountain of dry tinder. One spark, and the fire will consume us all. Well, I shall say no more. This old woman's grown too old and naggy. Did you have something to say, youngster? Borrow something? Oh, you've come to borrow the cleansing bell, yes? Apart from that, I don't have anything of value that you youngsters might want. But it was not originally mine either. That trinket used to belong to a friend of mine. I was a vain beauty when I was young, and I would pester him for that bell all the time. He could not dissuade me, and so he gave it to me.
I wonder, is that a cleansing bell used? It's going to be used for the rite of passing.
It has been many years.
Maybe it's one of the
Who
items that's
knows
to
how
be
many
used
times someone has come to
for
borrow
the
this
for the
bell.
ritual that they're going to do.
Still, though, I can't recall when it started. It's been a long time since anyone has come to borrow it. Oh, these old bones are so slow to look for things. I doubt you can wait that long.
That's right, Granny. We'll follow you back home and search for it ourselves. And, we can help with chores if you have any too.
All right, children, there is no need to worry. I didn't place the bell very far away.
Do you live near here, Granny? Whoa, but this is Yujing Terrace. It's gotta be expensive.
Oh, an old lady like me can't afford to buy a place in this city. See this ceramic teapot? My entire household is in here.
How does that work?
Did she just say that She lives in a teapot.
Oh, youngsters. I simply
Is she
knew
a
the bell
a genie or
was
something?
somewhere inside this teapot, and you are quite welcome to borrow it, if you can find it.
So now I have to go inside the teapot and look for this cleansing bell. Okay. So we're going in. Let's see what this teapot looks like from the inside. I wasn't expecting this. I was expecting a house with a TV, furniture, paintings in the wall. This is something else. This is like a different dimension.
What just happened?
Youngsters, this is where this old woman keeps all her things. Quickly now, go fetch that bell.
Whoa! That sounds like Granny's voice. So, this is her teapot? What's going on?
Oh dear, so many cobwebs. It seems I really haven't cleaned it in a long while. Sorry to trouble you, children. Please help an old lady clean up.
I love to use Yoon Jin. I think she's an interesting character. It's very powerful. I like the fact that she can have these force field around her, protecting her. And also Noelle, she's pretty good too. She also has a protection that you can, have. And it comes in handy in situations where I'm like overwhelmed. Amber is one of the first characters that you unlock when you're playing the game in the beginning part. Yeah, remember she was one of the first characters to unlock, yeah.
The cobwebs were made of elemental energy.
Genshin Impact is a 2020 action role-playing game produced by MiHoYo. The game features an anime-style open-world environment and an action-based battle system that uses elemental magic and character switching. A free-to-play game monetized through gacha mechanics, Genshin Impact is updated regularly using the games as a service model. It was originally released for Android, iOS, PlayStation 4, and Windows, followed by the PlayStation 5 in 2021, with an Xbox Series XS version in November 2024. In China, a native port for HarmonyOS Next was released in September 2025.
You know, with such a special teapot and the cleansing bell, do you think this old granny could also be an adeptus?
I think she's an adeptus. I do believe it.
Paimon's more and more convinced
By the way,
that she is an
I also want to mention that the score of this game, I think, is very beautiful. Is done by this guy by the name of Yu Pang Chen and Hoyo Mix. I think the piece, it's very, very interesting, and I love it. I love the one especially, the Jade Moon upon a sea of clouds. And the track that I really enjoy, it's Clear Sky over Liyue. I think it's a nice piece. You guys can find it in Apple Music if you have a subscription. Genshin Impact takes inspiration from a variety of sources, including the game The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, anime, Gnosticism, and an array of real-world cultures and mythologies. The game takes place in the fantasy world of Tibet, home to 7 nations, each tied to a different element and ruled by individual gods called archons. The story follows the traveler, an interstellar adventurer left separated from their twin sibling after the two land in Tibet. Together with their guide Paimon, the traveler journeys across the nations of Tibet in search of their lost sibling. Along the way, the two make friends with Tibet's people, become involved in the affairs of its nations, and unravel the mysteries of the land. By completing certain quests or by participating in select limited time events, the player can unlock additional playable characters. However, most characters are obtained through the character banner of the game's Gacha System, called Wishes, an in-game currency called Primo Gems, obtainable through in-app purchases or gameplay rewards, is required to pull on the game's banners. A pity system guarantees that the player will receive rare items after said number of pulls.
Blade!
Flag fly!
A tabletop-based collectible card game called Genius Invokation TCG was released in the game's version 3.3 update in December 2022 as an additional game mode, involving turn-based battles. Equipped with a deck of 3 characters and 30 supporting cards, players win by knocking down all of their opponent's character's card. Each round requires a dice roll that forces the player to use their cards within the limitation of their roll. Similar to the main game, elemental reactions are included as a mechanic of the game mode. Players are able to challenge NPCs, playable characters, and other real players in co-op mode.
Go, go, Baron! Observe!
Genshin Impact is an open-world action role-playing game that allows the player to control one of 4 characters in a party. The player can quickly switch between the 4 characters during combat, allowing the player to use several combinations of skills and attacks. Characters can have their abilities enhanced in various ways, mainly through gaining experience points and improving their artifacts and weapons. In addition to exploration, the player can attempt various challenges for rewards. Bosses and challenges that reward highly valuable resources are scattered across Tibet, but claiming them consumes a currency called original raisin, which slowly regenerates over time up to a limit. Completing these challenges grants the player progress towards increasing their adventure rank, which unlocks new quests and challenges and raises the world level, a measure of the strength of the world's enemies and the rarity of rewards given by defeating them. I think there's a glitch because every time I toss the doll into the field, it doesn't do anything. I remember it used to breathe fire. But I don't know what's going on now.
How many levels does this teapot have? It would be nice if we had one of these too. Or at least we wouldn't have to camp outside.
So I gotta replenish. I gotta eat something. The Fanta, the warming restaurants, boiled fish. I think this should be good. The stir-fried fish noodles. Okay. That sounds delicious. Okay.
Oh, you found it. Youngsters are so quick on their feet. Oh, now, let me see. All right, that'll do.
Well, mission complete. Now I'm gonna return back to Granny.
Oh, in and out in no time. You youngsters really
This is what I really want to know. I want to know if she's an adeptus.
An adeptus. Oh, I haven't heard anyone say those words in earnest for a long time. As to whether I am one or not, child, surely you already understand.
Like, how would anybody understand that statement?
Everyone knows what you mean.
She's pretty much living it up in the air.
Also kind of confused. Are you really giving us the bell just like that, Granny? Don't you think it's weird? Something's just happened to Rex Lapis and then we come running up asking for it?
Oh, don't be silly. Liyue Harbor has been through a great deal in its history. In that time, it has seen the departure of countless adepti. But no matter what, we have always performed the rite of parting first before any other matters. To cry, "Catch the murderer," at the top of one's lungs, but ignore the rite of parting. That, to me, is what is wrong-headed. Now that you have come to borrow the bell, I guess that perhaps an old friend of mine has finally decided to take matters into their own hands. So, why would I?
So what if your friend doesn't return?
The bell? Oh? Well, if it came to that, they would find a certain old lady knocking at their door. We haven't met in a while anyway. It would be nice to share a drink and chat. Well, you must have things to do. Since you have the bell, you should return. Oh, and do tell the person who sent you that if they have time, they can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but
Well, I
always
prefer
count on an
coffee.
old lady for a pot of tea.
We will.
Well, actually, you can mix the two. Coffee and tea. They call it dirty chai. It's very, very, very nice taste. Genshin Impact has received generally positive reviews, with critics praising its combat mechanics and open world system. The game performed very well commercially, but some criticism has been directed at its endgame and its gacha-based monetization model. The game has also been involved in controversies over censorship of content related to Chinese politics as well as privacy and security concerns.
Indeed, this is the cleansing bell. It's in good condition. Let's place the perfume we've prepared inside. An adeptus.
That's suspicious. But if you don't want to talk about it, we won't pry. Oh, yes, that old granny asked us to tell you something. If you have the time, you can come over for tea. I don't have much to offer, but you can always count on an old lady for a pot of tea.
That tone does not suit you. Still, her teapot is indeed very good. There are none better for brewing tea. When a suitable time arrives, I'll bring a spot of fine tea and pay her a visit.
So what's the next step in our preparations?
Next, we need to purchase kites.
Ooh, Paimon loves kites! Are you taking us kite flying? Is this our break time?
No. Kites are children's toys, yes. But they also play various symbolic roles in Liyue's rituals. I will explain it to you. But our next course of action should probably be to purchase the kites first.
Oh, sure. Curiouser and curious.
Well, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the like. And if you like what I do, definitely subscribe.